Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning
Good people,
And welcome
to our presentation. Well, firstly, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Nuni Arini. As moderator, that would be guiding this presentation until it finishes. And here with me are my friends.
hello friend, my name is Rena Alfian Rizky and my friend.
Hello, my name is Afnan.
And today, we would like to present our material entitled The Impact of Artificial Intelligence on the Future of War. Alright everyone, before we explain about the material, I would like to tell you all about the purpose of this presentation. The first purpose is to establish a comprehensive understanding of AI by defining its role as an augmenting force in the modern workplace. The second one is to provide empirical evidence and data-driven insight into the scale of AI's transformation, covering global risks and Indonesian economic potential. And the third one is to illustrate the practical implementation and the value of AI across critical sectors, especially education and agriculture. The last one is to analyze the key socio-economic challenges created by AI and propose actionable solutions for successful adaptations.
And yeah, without further ado, let's begin with the first explanation that will be explained by Afnan.
Thank you so much, Nuni. Well, as Nuni mentioned that I would like to explain about the definition and theory concept of an AI. What is AI? According to Ruang Guru 2025, broadly speaking, AI is the ability of machines or computers to mimic the way humans think, learn, make decisions, and solve problems. The main goal of AI is to improve efficiency and productivity in various areas of life. Example of its use in everyday life include recommendation features on Netflix, digital assistants such as Siri and ChatGPT, and driverless cars. In general, AI has several key concepts that make it superior. Namely, first, machine learning, the ability of machine to learn from data. Second, deep learning, the ability to mimic neural networks and the way the human brain works. Third, natural language processing or NLP, which enable AI to understand human language. And fourth, computer vision, the ability to recognize image, face, and visual objects such as ChatGPT and Gemini. These four main concepts of AI give it high potential to replace human in various fields. Examples include jobs such as data entry, factory worker, translators, customer service, and drivers. This argument is based on the theory of disruptive innovation proposed by Clayton Christensen, whose theoretical framework can be used to analyze how AI can be a disruptive innovation in various industries, and the theory of labor technology, which has been studied by many economists and sociologists on how technology can affect the job market.
Alright, thank you so much Afnan for explaining the definition and theory concept of an AI. And for the next slide is about supporting data that would be explained by me. So yeah, I would like to explain several key supporting data from, of course, credible global and national institutions. These data help us understand how AI influencing jobs, economic potential, and workforce readiness both globally and in Indonesia. By looking at this data, we can clearly see the scale of AI's impact on the future of work. Alright, so the first supporting data is about job exposure. According to the IMF, around 60% of jobs in defense economies and 40% of jobs globally are exposed to AI. This means that a large portion of the world workforce is likely to be affected by AI-driven changes. The high exposure rate shows that AI is no longer limited to technology industries. It is influencing almost every work sector, including finance, education, healthcare, and manufacturing. This also indicates that workers will increasingly need to adapt to new technologies in order to remain competitive. And the second supporting data is about job displacement. According to the Goldman Sachs, projects that AI could replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs worldwide. This does not necessarily mean that all those jobs will disappear entirely, but rather that many repetitive or routine tasks are likely to be automated. At the same time, this projection suggests that workers will need to shift toward roles that require creativity, critical thinking, and advanced digital skills. The report also highlights that while some roles might decline, new types of jobs will emerge as AI technologies continue to grow. The threat to core data is about Indonesian potential. According to the Access Partnership, in Indonesia, generative AI has the potential to unlock up to $243.5 billion in productivity gains. This highlights a very large economic opportunity for the country. If Indonesia can effectively integrate AI into sectors such as manufacturing, public services, and the digital economy, it will significantly improve efficiency and innovation. This shows that AI is not only a global trend but also a major opportunity for national development, especially in a fast-growing digital market like Indonesia. The last one of support data is about skills gap. According to the Kominfo, that Indonesia will need 9 million digital talents by 2030. This figure emphasizes how important digital and AI-related skills will become in the near future. As AI become more widely used, Indonesian workforce must be prepared with the right abilities, including data analysis, machine learning, programming, and digital literacy. Without addressing this skill gap, Indonesia might struggle to maximize the opportunities brought by AI.
So that's all for the supporting data. For the next slide is about example of implementation in education and agriculture that would be explained by Reno.
Well, that's right. As Nuni mentioned, I would like to explain about the example of the implementation of AI in education and agriculture. So, the first example is implementation in education. Various innovation in the field of education continue to be developed, including effort to develop advanced AI beside learning media. This aim to support effective and efficient teaching and learning activities, such as Genius, Ruang Guru, and Duolingo, are already using AI technology to develop personalized learning. The first one is adaptive learning. Adaptive learning is a learning technique that uses data to tailor the learning experience for each student. With the help of AI technology, data on students' learning styles is collected and used to recommend learning methods tailored to each individual's needs. For example, educational institution using Google Workshop for education have a practice sheet feature within Google Classroom. The second one is automated grading. With the advent of automated grading system powered by artificial intelligence or AI, teachers no longer need to spend time checking student work. AI can quickly evaluate student answer and provide instant feedback. An example of an AI-based automated grading product is GradeMe by Ingenta. The third one is learning assistant. The implementation of AI as a learning assistant is also widespread and has become a commercial product. For example, Elsa Speak. This application provides AI that will become your mentor in learning English. The second example is implementation in agriculture. The second one is crop monitoring and analysis or using drones and sensors. Drones capture images of crops and AI analyzes them to detect diseases, pests, or nutrient deficiencies. The second one is intelligent irrigation management or AI-based irrigation system. AI controls irrigation based on crop needs, weather condition, plant type, and soil moisture. The third one is optimizing fertilizer and pesticide use or precision application. AI helps determine the right amount of fertilizer and pesticides so they are not overused and remain environmentally friendly. The fourth one is crop prediction and planning or historical and weather data analysis. AI predict crop yields and the best harvest time by analyzing weather data and planting history.
Well, thank you, Reno, for explaining the example of implementation in education and agriculture. So, for the next slide is about the challenges and solutions that will be explained by Afnan.
Thank you, Nuni. So yeah, I would like to explain about the challenge and solutions of artificial intelligence of the future of work. Challenge and solution. Challenges of AI in the job market. First, replacement of human labor. AI and automation are taking over many routine jobs like cashiers, data entry, and customer service, reducing the need for human workers. Second one, skills gap. Many workers are not ready for the AI era because they lack the digital and technical skills required in modern workplace. Third one, lack of regulation. There are no strong or clear rules yet about how AI should be used ethically, which creates risk and uncertainty. Fourth one, economic equality. Not everyone has the same access to AI technology. This can make the rich get richer while others are left behind. Well, everyone, if we have challenges, of course we have solution to overcome the challenges. First one, reskilling and upskilling. Provide training programs to help workers learn new skill and adjust to the changing job market. Second one, human AI collaboration. Instead of fully replacing humans, AI should be used to support and enhance human work. Third one, clear ethical regulation. Governments should create fair and strict rules to guide AI development and protect society. Fourth one, equal access to technology. Ensure AI tools and opportunities are available to all sector and region, not just big cities or rich companies. That's all for the challenges and solutions of artificial intelligence on the future of work.
Alright, thank you so much, Afnan, for explaining the challenges and solution. Alright everyone, that's all for our presentation, but before we close it, Rena will deliver the conclusion of our material.
So, the conclusion of our material is artificial intelligence or AI has had a major impact across various sectors, including education, agriculture, and so on. This technology makes work faster, easier, and more efficient, but it also presents challenges such as the reduction of certain types of jobs and a lack of digital skills. Therefore, humans need to keep learning and adapting in order to work alongside AI and ensure that its benefits are experienced by everyone.
Well, everyone, that's all for our presentation. We do apologize for our mistakes. Thank you so much for your nice attention. Good luck.
Goodbye.
And see you later!
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.